In a previous video, I discussed the option strategy of a bull spread. Now, let me just recap that because last time I did it using call options and I had a request to demonstrate how to do this with put options. So let's take a quick recap of what the bull spread is. The bull spread is the case where you think the price of the stock is going to go up, but you don't think it's going to go up an infinite amount. You don't think it's going to go up much. It might go up $2, $3, $5. So if you were to buy a call option, you would be paying for the privilege of being able to take advantage of the stock price doubling or tripling or quadrupling. And that can be a very costly strategy. So what you do here is you try and create this strategy where you have a fairly low cost here, but a limited maximum profit. Now, if you were simply using a call option, so let's say, for example, you wanted to buy a 30 call and it costs $3. So the 30 call means that it has an exercise price of 30. And we'll say that it costs 3. So the cost here is 3. At any price below 30, the option is not used. And for every dollar it goes above 30, you make $1. Break even here is going to be $33 because it cost you 3. So you have to go up $3. Stock price has to rise by $3 to break even. But you have an unlimited amount of potential profit. That's what the arrow means. Okay? There's no limit to how high the stock price could go. The stock price could go to $100 or $200 or $500 a share. Or even if it were Berkshire Hathaway, $200,000 a share. But over a short time period, over a 3-month period or a 6-month period, that's not likely to happen. So what you can do is you can reduce your cost by using a bull spread. And here what we're going to do is we're going to still buy that 30 call, but what we're going to do is we're going to write or sell a 35 call that has a premium of $1. What this does is it reduces our cost from $3 to $2, right? $3 for the one we bought. We get $1 for the one we sold or the one we wrote, so that reduces the cost. It reduces the break-even point from 33 to 32, but it also limits the maximum profit to $3. Why is that? Because for every dollar the price goes above 30, you make $1, and you continue to make $1 up until the second call option that you wrote at a price of 35. Here at this exercise price of 35, if the stock price goes above 35, for every dollar you're making on the call you bought, you're losing $1 on the call that you wrote, and so it just flattens out here, and so the maximum profit is $3. I usually like to demonstrate this using call options because you can see right here, this looks like a call option. This part of the graph looks exactly like the call option. But you can also do this with put options. And actually, it has the same intuition. It's just that I'm used to looking because in the US we read from left to right. In English we read from left to right. And so here you'll have to look from right to left, but writing a put option, this section right here looks very much like a bull spread as well. Here what you're going to do is you're going to write, for example, a 45 put, that is exercise price of 45, that has a cost or a premium of 450, so you're going to receive that. So that's why you're above the origin here. So you're going to get 450. For every dollar the price falls below 45, you're going to lose $1, so break even here is going to be $40.50. And the worst that can happen to the stock is it goes to 0, so you could lose $40.50. Again, we don't like all this loss here, so we'd like to get this to flatten out here. And how can we do that? We can do that by buying a put option with a lower exercise price. So let's add in here a 40 put with the price of $1. So what's going to happen here? Well, that's going to limit your maximum profit. Remember, you're getting $450 for the put that you sold or the one you wrote with an exercise price of 45, but you're also paying for the 40 put that cost $1. Okay, so now the break even has risen to $41.50. Okay, but the cost here, or the maximum loss, maybe I should call it maximum loss, is going to be $1.50. Let's see how this works out. For every dollar it goes below 45, you lose $1 up until you hit 40, and then for every dollar it goes below 40, you're making $1 on this one, you're losing $1 on this one, so it flattens out. So here the maximum profit is $3.50. Okay, the break even is $41.50, but the maximum loss, so maybe I shouldn't refer to this as cost, I should refer to this as the maximum loss. The maximum loss here is really only $1.50, because you're breaking even here at $41.50, and then when you fall another $1.50 to 40, it flattens out. So again, this looks exactly like the other bull spread we created using call options, except this one is done with put options.